Things looking really good for this offense on their first drive of the game. They've been able to get it done a lot of ways. An explosive play there in the running game. Great vision. He's able to break out, and he sets his offense up in 1st and goal.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football, and they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge show.
Wide open spaces. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The offense lining up for a first down play. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Makes the catch. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run play action. With the catch, it's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Sends it downfield. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Leaves it with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, a great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
In national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, #1 versus #2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means
Free up the gut. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking for a man, it's Nussmeier. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Now adjusting. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. With the catch, it's Williams. At the 40, there he goes. Turning it on. Inside the 30. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Moving away from pressure. Steps away. Oh, there's the ball. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Power football with the run. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the second quarter. The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Here comes the heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got enough for the first. It's a running room. It's a seam wide open. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Sends it back in motion. Trying to get the corner. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Looking to throw, it's Sluka. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
And the Wolverines need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The sure hands, it's Smith. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that Crowley.
Might be changing the route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give is to Williams. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet them.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Ohio State. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. From inside the 10, here he comes. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. He might have been looking just to set up his offense, but he put a touchdown on the board with that 92-yard return. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The give is to Williams. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. The short hands, it's Williams. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
They go to the ground. Hard run. There he goes! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. It's complete to the right. Piles through the defense. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Turning on the Jets. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
DBs will try to keep everything in front. They'll give it to the back. Nice move there. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opens up at the 23-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Sluka. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looks like the defense will play quarters coverage here. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Here's a throw downfield late. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Number 8 with the grab and score.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th.
Tie the game at 28 all.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First down here for the offense. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Michigan! And they're on top here in overtime.
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
From the gun, running back on the move. Makes a man miss. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football and showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I gotta take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Trying to do it on the ground. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
At this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Bag's got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. The give. Touchdown, Ohio State. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
No interest in another overtime. They'll go for 2 and the win. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Oh, and it's intercepted. A turnover in overtime.
That keeps the score. Michigan 35, Ohio State.
They cross out all of the M's on campus. They call them the school up north. But this year, Ohio State will have to call Michigan the victors in the game as they plant their flag in this rivalry for another year. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another